I am, Sam the Stat Man, coming at you with another video. Today I'm going to be ranking every player from the 1975, 1976, and 1977 Hall of Fame classes from worst to best. The reason I'm doing these two Hall of Fame classes is because one player was elected by the BBWAA in 1975, two in 76, and one in 77, so I decided to combine all three Hall of Fame classes, rank all these players on one list, and yeah, that's all I have to say. So without further ado, let's get into it. Number 4 is Bob Lemon. In his career, Bob Lemon went 207 and 128 with a 3.23 ERA and a 119 ERA plus. In 2,850 innings pitched, he struck out 1,277 batters. He had a 1.337 whip and 48.2 WAR. In his career, he was also a 7-time All-Star. Number 3 is Ralph Kiner. In his career, Ralph Kiner batted 279, 398, 548 with a 149 OPS plus. He had 1,451 hits, 369 homers, and 47.9 WAR. He was a 6-time All-Star. Now, the reasons I put Ralph Kiner above Bob Lemon are actually not that many. It was actually really close between them. I really could have actually had Lemon at 3 and Kiner at 4. They're both similar types of players. They both had extremely short careers. Both were around like 10 years. I mean, Lemon technically played for like 12 or 13 years, but like at some of those he was only playing in like 1 or 2 games. So they both had careers around 10 years. Both had basically the same amount of WAR. I mean, one was a pitcher and one was like Ralph Kiner was a hitter, but they both had basically around the same amount of WAR. I decided to put Ralph Kiner at number 3 ahead of Bob Lemon just because his career, I think, was a bit shorter and he basically managed the same amount of WAR. But like I said, you could have gone either way. You could say Kiner's better than Lemon. You could say Lemon is better than Kiner. Number 2 is Ernie Banks. In his career, Ernie Banks batted 274, 330, 500 with a 122 OPS plus. He had 2,583 hits, 512 homers, 67.8 WAR. He won 2 MVP awards. He was a 14-time All-Star. And he won a Gold Glove. On most lists, Ernie Banks would be number 1. However, not on this list. I did think there's one player who is better than Ernie Banks, and I'm going to tell you about him right now. Number 1 is Robin Roberts. Now, you might be like thinking, Robin Roberts better than Ernie Banks? And that is understandable. Ernie Banks is definitely the more famous of the two. But more famous, doesn't always mean better. Now, a lot of people would think that Ernie Banks is definitely better than Robin Roberts. But I'm going to try to convince you that Robin Roberts is better than Ernie Banks. In his career, Robin Roberts went 286 and 245 with a 3.41 ERA and a 113 ERA plus. He had 4,688 2/3 innings pitched. He struck out 2,357 batters. He had a 1.170 whip and 86.1 WAR. In his career, he was also a 7-time All-Star. Now, if you look at just the total numbers, you'd be like, okay, Roberts might have better total numbers, but you have to think about Ernie Banks' prime. And yes, Ernie Banks' prime was very good, but here's the thing. The only reason Ernie Banks' prime is remembered is because, like, when he played at first base, he was really bad. Like, his prime got remembered because that was the good part of his career. If you're consistent for all your career, like Robin Roberts was, people won't notice anything particularly outstanding about your peak years. However, if you're like Ernie Banks and you have some years that you're really great and some years that you're really bad, people will remember those years in which you are great more than because in some of the years you were bad. Like I said, Robin Roberts was a very consistent player. He, just won a very consistent player, so his peak doesn't stand out as much as Ernie Banks' peak. Even though their primes were around the same amount of, WAR, and they were, around the same amount of, how good they were in terms of their prime years, it was actually pretty similar. But Ernie Banks' prime is just remembered more because for the other part of his career he was not very good. And that's why I put Robin Roberts on top of Ernie Banks. Hope you guys enjoyed that video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I will see you guys in the next video. Stay safe.